1, 2, 3, hit me!
That's why I'm running. Ooh, I'm running. 'Cause nothing runs like me. That's why I'm running. Ooh, I'm running. 'Cause nothing runs like me.
Hello and welcome to Deere Studio and to our third edition of the new online show from John Deere. My name is Patrice and as you know, I offer you exciting insights into the product world of John Deere, but most importantly, I'll give you a look behind the scenes and into the minds of our guests. Again, we have prepared a little raffle for you, so pay attention and answer our question about the John Deere tractors at the end of the show. Which brings us to the topic of the show. Now, for 100 years, tractors that fascinate people have been built in Mannheim in Germany. And for this anniversary, John Deere presents a new edition of its successful 6R series. In the next few minutes, you can learn all about the re-release of this John Deere icon. And we'll talk to competent experts, deliver solid facts, and interesting insights. And to see how the new 6R is assembled, we have sent Gareth, aka Donkey, on a trip to the factory in Mannheim. He has an absolute passion for John Deere tractors, and we already know him from the Forage Harvester show. So let's have a look.
Kids go to Lapland to see Santa. This is way better than that. I'm in Mannheim taking a look at the new 6R getting built. This is absolutely unbelievable.
This is one of the most modern tractor facilities in the world, what you're seeing right now.
Yes.
And we are at the final assembly line. And this is exactly the place where all the components of the tractor come together in sequence. This is where the entire tractor is built on one line entirely. So we could use some help actually. What do you say?
You allow me to go down there with these hands and help build a John Deere?
Your hands look perfectly fine. The only thing missing...
You don't know me, mate.
The only thing missing are those glasses.
Let's get going. Let's
All
get
right,
working.
Let's go. All right, Donkey. Please watch out. It's a moving assembly line.
I am on the line. This is the best day ever. Can I get my hands dirty here?
Oh, well, of course you can. And I see you have gloves on.
I'm ready.
So let's move on to the bolting robot, all right?
I'm ready.
Okay, let's go. We not only have smart people working here, but also smart machines. The machine will indicate automatically what torque level you have, and you have also a camera which shows you the bolt, how to
So
attach
this is the robot.
it. You really have a precise attachment and always the same torque. This is so important, right?
Yes, so everything is coming out at exactly the right torque.
Correct.
So how does this work, Dennis? Oh, it's very sensitive. Wow, I helped build a Deere. Put a mark in that one so nobody buys it. Thank you very much, Dennis.
So, Donkey, we're at the wedding station right now.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
It's
Donkey.
a flying Deere.
And I think you will be able to help here as well on the station.
Oh, wow.
Probably something, I guess, huh? He just said you can attach it. You give it the donkey stamp. Let's go ahead. Oh.
Yes! Look, I'm steaming up. I'm so excited. All of this is really cool and exciting, the engines and all of that. But when the cab gets onto the top of the tractor, it becomes a tractor. This is the new cab. Oh, you can see it coming in without the dash. I need it down more.
I can try to lift you up if you want.
No, you're not that good. You're not that strong, my man. This is the best day ever. Yep.
Perfect. Wow. Next one.
Man, you're putting me under pressure. This cab is never going to fall. I did it! You are the man.
Correct.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye. You.
Bye-bye.
Yeah, see you later, big lad.
What?
Get
What are you
off.
doing?
Bye-bye, darling.
So, Donkey,
Yeah.
we are here in the function test tunnel. And this is the place where we fill up the tractor with all the liquids, the oil, the diesel, the AdBlue, and we test all the function, hydraulic, engine, everything.
So you're pretty much ready to come to life now.
That's exactly right. This is the first place where all the components come together and we start the tractor for the first time. If you want, you can start the engine.
Wow. I am 40 years old. This is my #1 bucket list. I am starting a brand new 6R John Deere for the first time.
Perfect.
My life is complete. Yes.
But that's not all. Now it's time for the next production steps. And let's see if Garrett still gets the opportunity to drive one of the new 6Rs.
How many 6Rs are actually made here in Mannheim?
Very good question. Actually, I can show you. Let me pop up this sequence for you here. Quite interesting. We have 4 new models in the 6R, right?
So there was 10, I know that
There was 10, and now we have 14.
And all 14 are made here.
14 are made here.
What's the new ones?
The new ones is the 6R 140, 6R 150, the 6R 165.
Four-cylinder?
Correct, 4-cylinder, up to 150 horsepower.
Oh.
And then 6-cylinder, up to 185 horsepower. That's the biggest one.
6R 185.
With the mid frame. Yeah. So let's check it out on the online test station because we have it over there.
We can go and see one.
And we can see it live on the test stand.
Lovely.
All right, perfect.
So,
All right.
online test stand.
Correct. You speak German, Donkey?
Oh, is that German?
Yeah, I didn't know.
Wow. Oh, here she is. Michael, here she is.
Yes,
The
that's a beauty.
185 in all her beauty. So, obviously, this is the test station.
Correct. It's like a laboratory, really, where we test drive the entire machine to top speed and test also the braking power of the machine, the PTO, everything.
Top, so you can get up to 50k.
That's correct,
On here.
yes. We drive about 10% from the daily production here. And we have a test waiting right now, actually, on our new 6R 185. So how about...
There's no driver in there.
Correct, you've seen that
sounds-
correctly. How about you go up there?
Yeah, I'm in.
Good job. Start the machine.
Okay.
And
Start.
when you look to the right-hand side, you have a joystick.
Yeah.
Just take the joystick and push it forward.
Full go straight away.
Full throttle forward.
You serious?
Yes, I'm serious. Please hold on tight. There's a lot of...
Get away! Flat! Oh, she's going 49,
Yes,
50k. She's up there.
up there.
And reverse.
There's a power reverser.
Straight to reverse.
Do it.
Ah! I would get sacked.
go.
I would get sacked for doing that.
It's called online because it's connected with all the departments involved in the construction and in the building of this machine. All the test results go to the respective department. PTO power, engine power, braking power. We all check this on this test station.
Just breaking it down really.
Yeah, very smooth.
That was awesome.
All right, Donkey, how did you like it?
I've never done that before. I got to start one for the first time.
Yes.
I got to drive one for its first time. And I love it. The dash is gone, it's here. The joystick is here. I like the new joystick. Sneaky,
All the
sneaky.
yes, all the
Forward and
details. You have
reverse.
to watch for them. Yes.
This is awesome. This is a good day.
Please
A good
watch your
day.
step.
A good day to be donkey. Well,
Yes.
it's okay driving it on a test rig, but the real deal is more what I'm interested in.
100%.
Can you make
100%
that
agree.
happen? Can you make a donkey really happy?
Okay, let me think. Let me grab
on.
into my left
You've got to do this for me.
pocket. You see what I have here?
What have you got for me?
Oh yes, I have a key for you, and there's a tractor waiting for you outside. So let's do a test drive
A new
outside.
6R.
Correct.
Let's go.
Let's go right
Oh,
away.
wait, this way, this way.
This way.
Let's go.
Okay.
Well, at least he already has the keys. But then we thought, why not
That's why I'm running.
what are you guys doing?
I'm running.
Hosting.
Hey, Patrice.
Like me.
Hey, man. How are you?
Gareth, you in too soon. You're supposed to be part of the 6R challenge, if I'm not mistaken.
That's all under control. I had a few minutes. I wanted to call around and show you something really special.
Gareth, seriously, we don't even have any furniture out yet.
That's really good, Patrice, because I need all this room to show you this. Look at this. This, my man, is the new 6R from John Deere. Look at the styling. Look at the bonnet. Look at the decals. New wiper, the wing mirrors, and that's only on the outside. Taking some things from its bigger siblings in the 7R series, but let's look inside. Now, better visibility. There's a new e-joystick, but we'll not say too much about that now. And just loaded with features.
So you're telling me they're becoming smarter?
Absolutely. A lot of technology in these tractors.
And if I got it correctly, by now there are actually a few 6R models out there.
Yeah. There are 4 new ones.
Right?
And that takes it to a total of 14. And this particular one, the 6R 185, is going to probably be my personal favourite.
So Gareth, now you finally got a seat.
Well, magic.
Comfy, isn't it? Well, let's go back to the smart tractors, and therefore let's talk directly to one of the engineers. So please welcome Stefan Stahlmecke.
That's why I'm running. Ooh, I'm running. 'Cause nothing runs like me. That's
Hey,
why
Stefan,
I'm
again.
running.
Are you? Hey, yeah.
Ooh, I'm running.
Welcome. Please.
'Cause nothing runs like me.
Welcome, Stefan. So many questions that we do have, especially about your department, which is called the Stargazers internally at John Deere. How come?
Yeah, indeed. Sometimes we're called this way. And it goes back to the 1990s in history when we first developed, or this department first developed, the GPS receiver, also called the Starfire receiver. And signals usually come from the satellites in the sky, and that's why we're sometimes called the Stargazers. But in fact, this department I'm working for today develops all kinds of technology and software to make our machines even smarter.
How is that achieved? How do you bring this smartness to the tractor? And also, most importantly, what exactly does it mean for the 6R driver?
Well, for the 6R driver, it actually means less scribbling notes on a piece of paper and less typing on a display and saving time to set up your machine prior to field work.
Wait a minute, because I had no idea. It's 2021 and paperwork is still part of the daily job of a driver?
Still very common in today's business. So you get the driver gets the work order on a piece of paper, and then he has to retype everything into the display at the field boundary once he can start, before he can actually start the field work. And all this gone now with the function that we created and developed, the one-click go auto setup. We'll do this all electronically. So you can actually define your work order ahead of time, a day, a week, a month before. You actually have to perform the work. You do this in the operations center electronically through a web application or on your smartphone. And then you send the work order wirelessly through JD Link on the display of your machine. And the good thing is, once the driver hits the field and crosses the field boundary, the Starfire receiver will recognize the position and the work order will automatically pop up on the display. Well, and all the driver has to do is just press confirm, and the machine is fully set up and ready to roll.
I had no idea. I mean, seriously, Gareth, what is it you make out of this feature?
Yeah, I think anything that makes a driver's life easier is going to be successful. It's going to be good for the business. So the driver just has to concentrate on doing what he does best and not worrying about all the optimization and adding all that input. So that's a yes from me.
And the good thing is, this new functionality will also be available for older Deere tractors. So all you have to do is get the latest and greatest software update on your display, and the function one-click go auto setup will also be there for older Deere tractors.
A function also available to all the new models. But I would like to talk about like 2 specific ones. At least our next guest will be capable of explaining 2 of them to us. So please welcome Joachim Beeret.
That's why I'm running. Ooh, I'm running. 'Cause nothing runs like me.
Gareth.
That's why I'm running. Ooh, I'm
Welcome,
running.
please.
'Cause nothing runs like me.
Welcome, Joachim. Of course, your title says it pretty much itself, but again, could you please be more specific when it comes to what exactly is it that a drivetrain engineering manager does at John Deere?
Good question. We keep the tractor running, but honestly, I think I'm responsible for design and engineering and development from the drivetrain. Sure, the main components on the drivetrain are definitely the transmission and the rear axle, but we take care for everything. That means everything what is between and what is moving, and where's the power flow between the crankshaft of the engine and the wheel hub.
So now we have proved that you are exactly the right person to ask when it comes to knowing what makes the new 6R150 so special.
Yes, I think mainly the compactness and the power density. The focus during engineering was definitely power density. That means specific high performance combined with low weight. To keep the outstanding compactness and the agility from especially this four-cylinder machine, this was an important issue.
And this powerful hydraulic that I've heard something about it, like there's quite some power behind it now.
Yeah, hydraulic comes a little bit later, but important was during the development phase that we have analyzed a lot of flow data and from test rig and from field to identify what we have to adjust. So, and we did not the simple approach to make everything taller, larger, bigger. We find out what are the parts what we have to reinforce, and did this with intelligence. And now we come back to your hydraulic. Yes, we also increase the power flow from the pump. We have now volume from 155 liters per minute, which makes really the loader work much more faster. And this is an excellent thing for the user from a tractor.
And what about this new e-joystick where everybody's raving about?
Yes, and you have much more possibilities with this new e-joystick.
Well, and Gareth, you tested it on the 6R150, didn't you?
Yeah, we were very busy that day, Patrice, under a lot of pressure. But I must admit, the e-joystick is a pretty cool feature.
Well, let's have a look.
Hey guys, so as you've seen in the factory, Michael gave me this key. He has asked me to come down here, load him 10 tons of sand. He has organised a new 6R for to drive 4-cylinder version with the loader. Few neat new features in this. I'm not a loader man, but I'm going to have a go and see how I get on. I make no promises for this new trailer. It's very new. Could you not have brought one with a few like dinges on it that if I hit it, nobody will notice? Anyway, time to go load. So you can see here, I went through my startup sequence. We have zeroed the bucket, so we've nothing in the bucket. Our target is 10 tons. So I'm going to see if I can get 10 tons into the cramped trailer. So let's get it done. Oh yeah, a nice one. So this is the new 6R, everybody. And they put me in a loader. They made me drive a forager, and it wasn't just tomatoes. And now... So we've got a return to position, which when I just snap the joystick down one time, okay, she literally goes to where I have it preset. I have a height one set as well. So if I show you here, when I go forward, I'm into the trailer and I just pull it back. See the way she's going to a preset height? So this new joystick, right? It sits to the hand beautifully. It knows your hands on it. Forward and reverse on it this time. Really makes a job of it. Not just for loader work, there's going to be so many applications. It makes it a really good option for guys with loaders. Like, I mean, there's no clutter in here. There's nothing, it's just a straightforward joystick. We don't need the clutch. So, taking my foot off the clutch to see how we get on. Push it once, drops the loader down, no more to do. I like that. I love how the dynamic way works. Now, I am used to my loaders. This is a good function for people who want to be able to calculate the weight, do things on the move. You think about feeding dairy cows, you think about cattle, you think about diet feeders, putting meal into things. It's going to be a really, really good function.
So the challenge is to try and get it as close to 10 tons as possible. This is going to test my ability here, but we'll see how close we can get it. Okay. I'm a little bit too little. I need some more, but this is really good because it means the customer doesn't think I'm overcharging him, right? Okay, a wee bit too much. Let's just tip a little bit out. Whoa. Oh, so close. This is the best fun ever, by the way. I'm going to get it, guys, I'm sorry. I'm about 30 kilos short, but I'm going to get it. Oh, 10 tons and 10 kilos. So close, so close. Hey, Mr. DJ, turn the music on. I wanna dance with my baby. I guess this customer's getting 10 free kilos, but that wasn't bad. That wasn't bad. Let's get this tipped into the trailer and see what we're doing with the load. Oh, good job. I'm proud of myself. That was close. That was very close.
Well, it looks like I could do the same with this technique. What do you think?
Absolutely. So for this, we implemented two excellent features. The one is the dynamic weight system, and the other one, the return to position feature. With the dynamic weight system, allows you to monitor permanently while driving the weight in your load. So, and this during mobile working, and you don't have to stop with the tractor. This is important. The other feature, the return to position, is possible only with one click with the e-joystick. You come to the preset position you defined before. So this all saves time and has much more accuracy. So, but this is not everything what you can do with the new e-joystick. Gareth.
One thing I'd like to ask is the Isobus compatibility. Is it better on this e-joystick than previous models?
It is. Actually, you can now assign all kinds of Isobus functions to either the buttons of the joystick or even to the axis of the joystick. So fully flexible, configurable.
Yep, and more options.
And more options.
But I assume that we all agree that actually the 6R always has been kind of like the Swiss Army knife of tractors. And not only multi-talented and also like intelligent. It doesn't stop there because, as you know, we already mentioned that there's more than just like one new model. And this is why I would like to invite our next guest. Here's James Kirk.
That's why I'm running. Ooh, I'm running. 'Cause nothing runs like me.
How's James?
That's why I'm running. Ooh, I'm running.
Welcome, James.
Nothing runs like me.
Good to have you here with us, James. Welcome. So you've developed a second new model, right? And how did that come along?
Yeah, so we started with the customer basically, and what we gathered is a lot of requirements. What they were looking for is really a very power dense, very versatile product that can really work through many different applications, and that sort of drove us to the conception of the 6R 185.
And what exactly is it that makes the 6R 185 so exciting?
So what makes it so exciting is that it's really the combination of, or the best of both worlds. On one side, you get a very compact, very lightweight tractor, but on the other side, a very powerful tractor. So it delivers a significant amount of power for its weight. And if you look at some of the details of the 6R 185, it's basically 234 horsepower maximum output in a tractor that weighs just 7.9 tons. So it's really a very versatile, high power density product for many different applications. And if you think a little bit about some of the key applications it will do, transport and also PTO work, what we've done is actually delivered a new feature called hydraulic intelligent power management. And what that does is it delivers additional power, so an additional 40 horsepower for not only transport, but also PTO applications, and now on top, hydraulic applications as well. So it's really useful for some of the applications that use big hydraulic motors or have high PTO demand.
So how does that sound to you, Gareth?
James, is IPM really needed? Could we not just have all the power all the time?
Great question. So it is absolutely needed, and it's really a very smart way to deliver power. So it's a way to deliver power on demand, I would call it. If you think about the different applications that you work in, you essentially get additional power on top of the rated horsepower, which is a very efficient way to deliver the power, so it doesn't use more power if it's not needed. And for things like combi balers, where we've got a baler with high PTO load, but also with a wrapper that's got high hydraulic load, it allows them to basically deliver more power as it's required and then ramp the power back down again. So it's a very efficient form of delivering the power.
So the new 6R185 is a real powerhouse. And talking transport, I understand, Gareth, you could have used this one for your 10 tons of sand, couldn't you?
Yeah. The 6R150 would have been perfect for the 10 tons of sand, but I wasn't leaving here without getting a drive in the 6R185. Have a look at this, Patrice.
So this is really, really cool. So we have the 10 tons loaded, 10 tons and 10 kilos. Could have done that better, I know, but now we're on to the most exciting tractor in this 6R range. For me, the 185. It's the one that we have been longing for. It's taken the existing 155 that we know and we love and adding a lot of extra horsepower to it, but keeping the weight the same, which means it's going to be ideal for this job here, trailer duties, and that is where I think it will really tick the box back home. So Michael wants me to go to Mannheim with this sand. I have no idea. I know there's a lot of building work going on there. Maybe we've got a new contract. We shall see. Adios, amigos. Okay, here we go. What a cool day. What a cool day to be a grassman. Imagine letting me loose on German roads with the new 6R 185. But joking aside, it's a lovely, lovely tractor. I'm loving the tractor on the road. I like the dash being removed and over in the corner post. I like the new decals. I like the styling. And there's a lot of room in the cab, and the joystick is just mega. Go, baby, go! Yeah, baby. I can't believe I'm driving the John Deere, a new 6R, all over Germany. Fantastic. Look at her up the hill coming from below the bridge. 53k, 53k. She never stopped. I hope nothing's coming. Keep her lit. You do feel her pushing up and getting that bit of extra power, and that's what it's all about in transport mode. The machine staying light, the same as the mid frame, and we're able to get that extra power, right? 234 when she's absolutely pushing herself. We are early. Michael will be a happy boy. Woo-hoo! I love it. Absolutely love it.
You had a lot of fun there. But then again, as always.
Yeah, absolutely. One question I have though, what about the fuel consumption of these new 6Rs?
Yeah, great question. So the 6R 185 is really a very fuel efficient product, and that comes from its lightweight, so the 7.9 tons base weight, and also the IPM strategy, so really power on demand, and that makes the overall product really efficient. And also in applications such as transport, we've already claimed the #1 spot there. We're already best in class. But what we've done, especially for the new Series 6R, is to optimize the drive strategy even further. So we really get a more efficient drive mode for transport applications. And that helps us really maintain that high efficiency in every different application. So I'm really interested to hear what the customers are going to say about the new product.
This is definitely also confirmed by independent tests outside. Especially our tractor, the 6250R, is still since 2018 the best tractor in the DLG Power Mix Transport 2.0.
Well, I'm glad that we finally could clear that question. But the most important question at this very unique moment is, because Gareth, now that we've seen you loading up sand for John Deere and also pretty much driving it around for half the day, the remaining question is, what was that good for?
I was wondering that myself, Patrice, but actually this is really interesting and cool. Have a look at this.
Well, how are you, my man?
Hi, donkey. How are you? You're way too early. What's going on?
Combine a donkey with a good machine. What do you get? Fast, efficient transport. Beautiful. Loved it. Great tractor. Really smooth, really fast. Extra power, straight in there. Big trailer. Good job. Why am I here?
And you brought me 10 tons of sand.
That's what I mean.
That's
Why
the
am
main
I here?
reason, yes.
What are we here for?
Well, look
Sand.
at that. We have a beach party going on tonight. And it's 100 years of tractor production here in Mannheim.
There's no beaches in Mannheim. 100 years of tractors here in Mannheim.
Right here on this location, yes.
Wow, that's a big thing for the city.
Yeah, exactly. And when you look at the tractor, where we came from, and today, such a beauty, right?
It is. The new 6R range is fantastic. It's, you know, you guys are giving the customers what they need, what they're after. You're giving them extra horsepower in the 4-cylinder range. You're giving them much needed extra horsepower in the mid-frame range, and the addition of the 4 new models. I know this tractor will be very popular back home because our yards, our lanes, our gateways aren't getting any bigger, but our equipment is getting bigger like this trailer, so we need more power in a smaller.
So the ideal machine. So I say,
box. Tick.
Cheers to that, right?
Cheers to that, and thank you very much. You have no idea how special it has been getting a chance to help you build one of these, and I mean that.
I'm very glad to hear
Cheers.
that. Thank you.
Thank you, John Deere. It's been an absolute pleasure and a blast. Thank you.
Cheers. And to sum up, with the new 6R, there's a lot of more time for the pleasant sides in life, correct?
Right.
And now, here's the fun for you. As we said at the beginning of the show, we have another great chance for you to win. The winner will receive an overnight stay and a factory tour in Mannheim, Germany, the production site of the John Deere tractors. And all you have to do is to head over to the John Deere Facebook page now and answer the following question in the comments. How many models does the new 6R series include? How many models does the new 6R series include? Good luck, except you, Gareth. You're not supposed to be part of this competition. You're already part of the John Deere family. All right? Anyway, if you missed any of the last 2 shows, don't worry. You can check out the John Deere YouTube page where you find some interesting stories and insights about the forage harvesters and combines. And if you enjoyed this show, you can leave. No, you should leave a like, a comment, or even a question. Thank you so much for that matter. And just to finish up this show, a selfie. That's what the kids do these days. So please. Oh, that's a big one here. Great. Thank you so much for having been our guest. Thank you so much for having watched our show. The special touches, of course, thanks to Lionel Richard and Naomi. Thank you so much. Have a great evening.